What is going on? Got a little Gann for you.
You get up and howl about America and democracy. There is no America. There is no democracy. We no longer live in a world of nations and ideologies. The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business.
Truth.
The world is a business.
And they're all snakes that just trying to take money from people. Why take it from other people when you can just take it from our data of the performance of our economy? That's the question I'd like answered, but let's not get too weird here to start this out. What have we got going on here? So I've been getting some requests in the TradingView chat room to elaborate as to how to scale a Gann chart. Now, Gann was not scaling a high to low, just going to a recent fractal high and low. Like, that is some Elliott wave shit that deals with fractals, counting waves from fractals. You're not scaling a chart by fractals. Okay? If you are and you're creating some strategy from it, fantastic. I hope it fucking works out for you. But what Gann was doing is working with the zodiac. It's our planetary astrology, right? So he's basically just using the yearly cycle, the zodiac wheel. And 2018, now, we're not sure that this is the low yet. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to show you how to scale the weekly or the yearly. The yearly is easy. It's at 50%. You'll see what I mean? It's at 50% to scale it. You'll see exactly what I mean. But I'm going to show you the more specific stuff, and we'll go with, drop it down to the 4 hour. We'll go with the last month. I think I actually have this in my ideas. Actually, no, I've just got the weekly and the yearly, so fuck it, this will be good. I'll put this in my published ideas afterwards as the monthly Gann wheel. And you can see, yeah, there's fractals up here. This is where the eye goes. This is where all the noobs are looking. But to look at a monthly wheel, we're looking at the high-low of November, right? So our high point was here, and our low point would have been here, right? There's December start, November to December. This is our high to our low. So then, you know, this kind of makes it easier if you just put on these kind of guidelines. I'm then taking just a trend line, running it from the high to the low. Excuse me. This is where the squaring comes in. Now, as I said, the yearly chart is going to be squared to the yearly data, right? You're looking only at a year's worth of data. You're not looking at highs and lows. The yearly chart is scaled to the 50%, as it is, you're trying to get a one-to-one scale of the year, of the zodiac wheel, okay? The monthly, what I'm doing now, is different. You wouldn't scale it to the 50% of the yearly data. That's for the year. The monthly, you scale to the 0.83333333. And the way you get that figure is, I'm not sure if you can see this here on my screen, but I've just taken a calculator out and I go 1 divided by 12 gives you 0.083333, right? So that is going to be our monthly time frame to be scaling things from. Okay. And from there, once I've got that just lined up, now I can come in and actually scale the chart through Gann tools. I'm not locking it to something that I designate in here. That is not proper scaling. It's scaling to whatever measurement you designate, but I could literally just go like this and designate whatever. Like, that's, you're not doing anything different than that. It's very quite random when you just come in and lock it, as a lot of people seem to be doing. But once I have this set up here, right, so I've just got my high, my low, my trend line drawn. I then take my fib time zone, extend that over to the 833. I can then come in and grab what is incorrectly labeled as the Gann square fixed. The individuals on TradingView just aren't quite sure what the purpose of these tools are, or they wouldn't have named it that. But the Gann square fixed should be called the Gann square, because it's certainly not fixed. What we do with that is, and I'm not adjusting my zoom or doing anything right now, I've got my Gann square fix on from the high, and I take and I line up this line right here. This is maybe what a lot of people aren't aware of with scaling, is this, or squaring the chart to scale it as a squared chart, is this level here. And you can see the square here, kind of Pythagorean theory going on, creating the triangle. I definitely recommend looking into inverse Pythagorean theory as well as the standard Pythagorean theory, and see how that plays out in markets, especially when your chart is scaled. So I've got that on, I've got my fix, I've lined up the trend lines. Let me just do that again. I really didn't do a good job of explaining it there. So I take my Gann square fixed, which is what it's not, but I take that and I throw it on, and look at, I'm just lining up that line with the trend line, right, at the 1 over here. So that was our measurement, right? That's where we're lining things up, and I'm scaling it to the 1. Do you see how that math is working out now? Okay, so once I have the Gann square fix on here and it's lined up at the 1, I come down to my time sequence and I line up the middle trend line there. Okay, and then now I line up my time sequence. Oops. You want to line these up right there. See how now it's squared on the chart. Now I can lock my scale. Boom, that is locked. And I don't give a fuck what the ratio is in here. 15, sweet, okay. That is your monthly wheel. As I said, this tool is incorrectly labeled. You cannot really do much with it from here, so you need to go ahead and add the Gann square after that, which should be called the Gann square fixed, because it is fixed. It does not move around. And I'm looking at this right here. The 551 is going to be the measurement that you need to duplicate across the board, right, to create the proper square. Come in here and I take my high, and here again, this can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Make sure you got your highs. Tip of the candle there. All right, so 551. Running that out here. 551. Boom. And this is really all you need, because you've created the square, right? And it kind of gives you that this structure right here, with the exerting cone coming from the inside a 0 point, with another exerting cone. Very sacred geometry. Extremely powerful stuff to be aware of. This is how stars explode. This is the geometry it takes. So it's kind of our foundation geometry as far as I'm concerned. But that's all you need. But just to show you kind of the whole effect of the wheel, pop on the rest of that wheel there. 51. In there. Fuck, I had it. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we're looking good. That's our monthly Gann wheel. And look at the time points lining up here. Very key time points lining up here. And we're in one right now as well. Well, that's actually the 2 ratio of the Fibonacci, but you'll likely see some action here. So now I can unlock my scale. And you can see what's incorrectly labeled. The fixed Gann square is far from it. You don't need that on there anymore. Boom. And there is your scaled Gann square. Easy peasy. Now when I lay my time zones, just a little extra bit here. When I lay my time zones, I like to just run them from side to side. Boom. And then one in the middle. and then you're just fractalizing it. And this is harmony. This is the harmonic scale, the octaves. So anyone that's familiar with music should be aware of this. I believe there's 7 octaves. You want to just line these up as such, right? So I've got one big one, then I got 2 little ones in there, 2 little ones in there, 2 little ones in there, and just a fractal nature of things, right? So now I've got my time frames on there, and this really gives you that axis kind of perspective, right? See how it's created a bit of an axis on my time frame in which I've scaled. Right? So cool. This is a 10-minute video. I could talk a lot more about the law of vibration and other squaring methods, you know, just taking price itself and doing math, raw calculations of math to get time and price equilibrium points. But this is pretty good. Just leave this as a quick little squaring video. Hope it was helpful. See ya.